I've been asked to speak today on what women need to do to be heard. And it will probably come as no surprise to you that I have a lot to say on the topic. But since this is going to be a brief video, I'll try to add just 3 or 4 more things that I believe can help you with your communication and being heard. Number one, stop apologizing. As women, we tend to apologize too much. We just do. I recently participated in a women-led mastermind with all female participants. And one of our rules as we started the mastermind was there will be no apologizing here. So we kind of had fun with it as the months went on, because if somebody apologized for something, we'd say, hey, nope, you can't apologize. So stop apologizing. What you have to say is important, and it needs to be said, and you need to be heard. So don't apologize for what you have to say. Number two, I would say clarity and conciseness. Make sure that when you're communicating and you want to be heard, that you're not a long talker and that you don't take a long time to get to the point. So work on your clarity and conciseness. One of the things I do to get clear on what I want to say and what I want to communicate is I journal. Every morning, the first thing that I do after I make my coffee, which is mandatory, is I journal. And it really helps me with getting clear on what I want to say and how I want to say it. So I recommend journaling for clarity and conciseness, but there are other ways to practice getting to the point too, but that's just what I do to help me with clarity and conciseness. Number three, trust your gut. You know, you have important things to say and important things to share that need to be heard by the other people in the room and around the table, or even if it's just one-on-one with your supervisor or your boss. So what you say is important, it's valuable, and it needs to be said. The more you get in the routine and the habit of speaking up, the more comfortable you'll be doing it. I sort of equate it to flying. I had this terrible fear of flying at the beginning of my career. And one day I got on my, gosh knows how many, what flight it was, and the plane took off and I didn't even know it was taking off, and I thought, oh, okay, flying isn't so bad. So just practice. Speak up, know what you want to say. If something comes to mind when you're in a group setting that would be valuable to the conversation, clearly articulate your point and you'll be heard. Another thing that happens to us as women, particularly if we're nervous before we give a presentation or nervous before we have something to say, is that we forget to breathe and our voices get higher, they get squeakier, and they get, and we talk faster. So I always recommend to women that I coach that you lower your voice and slow it down. And that definitely will contribute to being heard. So I hope these tips are helpful. I'd love to hear from you. Just shoot me a quick message or give me feedback. There's more to come, but I'm thrilled to be able to share what you can do to be heard, because what you have to say is important and I want to hear it too. Thank you. Have a great day.